Ways in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Chris Claybrooks to return.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Love's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Love. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Play action this time with Love. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Again, it's Love. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Burrow on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain that time for the Chargers. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Steps away. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on 2nd and 13. Love. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Play fake. Here's Love. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Love. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love now. Escaping the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game. Well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Kyle Pitts, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action. Love to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down now, Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, a good move at the 5. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That's caught left side by Judy. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, fighting his way through contact. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Burrow's throw taken in by Miller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Following the interception, Love swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Love looking to throw it. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
going back to Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Washington 7.
McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Final play of the half, Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Yeah, I like to see that.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Goddard.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for him, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Washington, 14. Tucker McCann sets to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
11.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll... lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Clay Brooks to return it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and goal, Love flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Clay Brooks to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Johnson's got it complete. Second down at 4. Burrow will throw. Going up top. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man complete to Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Clay Brooks to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a throw here to his running back.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Love. He'll buy some time right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
McCann for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 45, Washington 35.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
He's got a man. Complete.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
11, Thomas.
Burrow.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, we got 3 down.
A final shot now for Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A big